I ain't gonna lie, if you not with B.A.S.A.K, man, you can't get that cash. But make sure you like the video still. I ain't gonna lie, I need y'all to follow all socials. For real, we just started this series. We need to put ourselves out there. You talking about you better than me? Nah, cause I keep going up. Your partner said scared of me? Why? Cause I keep showing up. Your girl keep texting me? How? She said scroll up. Cause you ain't doing enough. Nah, it's okay, listen up. In the sky I pull up, yeah. I look down while I go up, yeah. What? Where we at? Yeah. What? What? Yeah. Hey, girls go to the left. Hey, girls go to the left. What? Yeah. On the last episode, getting that cash with B.A.S.A.K, I had went to Fall Fest like y'all told me to. When I went, I had seen my friend that I had graduated with from elementary school. She was with her friend. I ain't go to Fall Fest with nobody, so I low-key just went with them. We went to go try to find some food we can eat, and tell me why we seen our gym teacher, Mr. Twine. We was asking him how he was doing, if we checked up on him. He was just working, doing his thing, living life still. Still wondering why he ain't make it to the NBA though. After, we continued our journey looking for some food. As we walked into the food truck, I didn't notice that someone was on their phone calling Sherelle, gang, my ex. She had told Sherelle that she had seen me at this event with some girls. Knowing Sherelle, she was gonna try to tell the Vine. Man, wait till we go back to school. After we got our food, tell me why I seen Dre Spaz house. Man, he gonna have to teach me how to footwork or something. He gonna get that WAP. Okay, loopy. Started dancing and everything, spazzing out. After I got done talking to him, we went to the other group and they was spazzing out too. I keep hearing one of them say, okay, WAP, woody woo woo woo, where you at, WAP, okay. Don't know what buddy was on. The next day, Sherelle had told Devine that her friend had seen me at the event with them girls. Devine just listening to her. Then that's when Devine asked for y'all help.
On the last episode of Being a Student at King, y'all told me to go inform Warren.
Devine had told Sherelle she finna go ask me and stuck her middle finger up at her and got up and left. She started heading to the doors to lead the lunchroom into the foyer to try to find me. She get to walking out the lunchroom. She see me with Tavius and started walking up to us. Already preparing my answers in my head just in case. She say, so I heard you was with some girls at the event. What's up with that? I say, who told you that, Sherelle? I say, why is you listening to her? She say, I'm not. That's why I came to you. I say, you right. Whole time, that's my friends from my elementary school that I graduated with. I say, I appreciate you for coming up to me, and she nodded. But out of my peripheral, I see the girl that dude was pressing me about that day. I had to remember he said her name was Megan. And y'all remember how I asked y'all for help to see if I should help him? Well, y'all said yeah. Now I gotta do what I need to do. Me and Tavius walk up to her. I asked her if her name Megan. She said yeah. I said I got a homie. She asked what he looked like. I said he got dreads, dark skin, everything. She told me to show me him. I said I don't even got a picture of him the whole time. Then when I turn around, he right there. No questions asked. I just told her his name, Twine. He said, how you doing? He didn't even say too much. All he said is, come on. And they start walking together. Man, you see my face, gang? I'm blue. If it was that easy, you couldn't do it yourself, gang. It's cool though. At least I saved myself some trouble. 2 days later, I'm in my room finishing my song. I say, doors closing me to get in with me. Cars deep is about like 50. From the south side, ain't nobody litty. Chicago, my city, we do it the best. Check it out. We going out west. You come with us, no need to be stressed. Yeah, okay. You come with us, no need to be stressed. I just finished my lyrics to my juke song. I already know I was finna have everybody bump to that. I had to text my homie, see where he was at, so we can go to the studio so I can record the juke song. He said leave out in 10 minutes and go to the McDonald's. I said I bet. I started getting dressed. After I got dressed, before I left the house, I make sure I had everything I needed to before I left out. Once I did, I opened the door, went out, locked the door, and started walking down the stairs and went outside. Texting him, make sure he be there. And don't take too long. Man, I'm waiting outside the McDonald's, gang. He taking too long. What is he doing, gang? Man, I finally see him walk out the McDonald's. I ain't not trying to miss my session. I'm like, gang, what took you so long? He talking about he had to get a $5 meal because he was hungry. Man, I don't want to hear that. I told him we got places to be. He talking about come up before you miss us. Man, that would have been your fault. As he walking, I'm asking him what he been on. He say put up, making money. Then he asked me what we going to the studio for. I said I got a juke song that I need to record. He talking about I don't know how to make no juke song. I told him I'm finna have everybody bumping it. He talking about alright, we gonna see. Trust, we definitely gonna see. Then I asked him what's his plans for Thanksgiving cause it's coming up. He talking about you know me, eat. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna start laughing in his face. Talking about he gotta get his parts too. Then he say he might come to my house and take my food too. Man, that's not happening, gang. Talking about he thought we was family, what's mine is his and his is his. Man, I told him what's his is his and mine is mine. We separate, for real. He talking about we gonna see on Thursday. I told him, man, he was not coming to the crib, man. How do we tell him? Man, it was cold out there. He talking about Chicago don't change. It really don't though. As in make sure the bus ain't pull up yet, so we don't be trying to run for it. I say, why you ain't hop on the song? He started smiling. He talking about you want me to? I could. That's if I want him to. I say, you don't got no lyrics. He said, I'm like Lil Wayne, I freestyle. He talking about trust him. I'm like, nah, Lil Wayne be forgetting his freestyles, let alone his lyrics. He said, we gonna see when we get to the studio. He said, bro, the bus say, dude. I'm like, oh, for real, we gotta go. We both start hearing feet. Man, we got on the bus. He's talking about how far this bus ride is. I got ops out here. I say, like 2 minutes. And we gotta go down 3 blocks, that's it. He say, I bet. I say, it's 2:40, we got time. We got time for sure. Man, if y'all couldn't tell, that water was hitting. Like, back to back, gang. That's why I kept drinking it. That's why the hit, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I was finna drink some more water. I'd take a double take birdie on the pole and go back to drinking my water. He said, why is always something crazy going on in Chicago somewhere? People don't never change. I say, man, I gotta look up for our stop whole time. He said, yeah. He said, if you come in the studio and my song trash, said he gonna go on Instagram and tell all the KCP people about this one. And he don't even go to KCP. I say, trust, this song finna be bust. I say, everybody finna be dancing to it. He talking about, it's gonna make me wanna hit that scuba. This had me tweaking for a second. He said, oh, shoot, for we just missed our stop. And get to tweaking out. I'm like, chill, we right here. Talking about some awe. We both hop out the bus. He said, where you got us at, gang? I said, we almost at the spot, chill. We walking across the street. I say, we finally made it. He's talking about, this is the soul food we finna eat. I say, no. We finna go that way. He said, but we gonna eat after the studio, right? He said, as long as we eatin', we good. I say, man, I don't know who paying. He said, I thought I was making big bank money. I'm just looking down. I say, nah, I don't know about that one. He say, oh, my elbow hurt. I say, oh, my knee hurt. I told him, shut that up. I ain't gonna lie. He talking about, we been walking forever. He said, we been walking forever. I look back, I'm like, we ain't even crossed the block yet. We gonna keep walking, and then a school pop up. He talking about, is this a setup for Sunday school? No, I don't want to go back. And stop dead in his tracks. I said, no, gang, we right here, bro, chill. He talking about he had some flashbacks, saying he got PTSD. I'm over there thinking from what? We walking to the front of the studio. He gonna ask me, you ever been tickled in church? I ain't gonna lie, me and him both just start down laughing, cause what is he talking about, gang? I walk up to the door to ring the doorbell. I almost forgot which one it was. I ain't been there in a minute. Once we got in the studio, now it's talking about who basement you got us in, gang. I say, chill, bro, chill. Just trust the process. Talking about he's scared. Now I still walking down the stairs. He started peeping through the door, make sure nobody else is up in there. Don't know what he was on. I'm waiting on the producer to make sure we good so I can start rapping. Man, I make sure the mic good, everything good, so I can start tweaking the head. Watch.
Yeah. Okay. What? On the what? Okay. What?
After I got done with my song, a new person walked in. I asked her how she doing. She said she was good. I asked her if she rap, cause I don't be seeing girls in here like that. She said, yeah, I make music. She said she make rap music and melodic music, like all the type of music. I asked her if she would ever make a Jew song. She said, yeah, come on. I said, I gotta hit you up the next time I come up to the studio. She said, all right, for sure. In that voice, yes. She said she down. She put her Instagram on my phone and we was locked in. I told her I got her and she told me to make sure I tap in. And she said, don't be no ghost. Trust, I ain't one. And I walk up the studio. But y'all, I got a question.
Should I drop my song
It's just like this.
and start my rapping
It's the
career?
song, but like,
Or should I just chill and just like pad this for other release? Y'all let me know on the next episode of BeingAStudentAtKing Part 6.
I ain't gonna lie, if you not with B.A.S.A.K, man, you can't get that cash. But make sure you like the video still. I ain't gonna lie, I need y'all to follow all show suits, for real. We just started this series, we need to put ourselves out there. You talking about you better than me? Nah, cause I keep going up. Your partner say scared of me? Why? Cause I keep showing up. Your girl keep texting me? How? She said scroll up, cause you ain't doing enough. Nah, it's okay, listen up.